Hello and welcome back to another Super Auto Pets video. We are cooking. This may be one of my highest ELO weeks to date. And that's saying something because I have really been cranking them out. That's what it's called now. Super Auto Pets. Super Auto Pets gameplay. I had a bit of an experimental run last night, played some ranked, got another win. Which is why the ELO disparity is what you see here. Now, this is one of those situations where we got a few decent units. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna roll and hope for a match. Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth or whatever the phrase is. Underwater geysers, is that even possible? If a geyser is water, I guess you can have hot water expelling into less hot water and then it qualifies. That seems like a possibility. We love that for the water. Now, what I was going to say is I tried a kind of mixed run with camel and blobfish. Not blobfish. What's it called? What's that guy called? Pufferfish? No. Blowfish. This guy. It looks like a pufferfish, so I don't know what the blowfish part of the whole shtick is. Okay, well, we've got a level, so I'm not so mad about all of this. We've got some decent... I'll give myself decent chances. Above average for sure. You got the nice... Everyone buffed everyone else. In one each. That's, like, satisfying. To say the least, Now... what new tactics could we employ that would give us a competitive edge? I think Baboon is very situational. Anteater is like a good fill-in unit because it can target buffs towards a unit that can make better use of it. We knocked it down to 3. A rare case where a second round victory matters, and we'll absolutely devour that. Give me my level. Do I dare? I dare. Yeah. What is the quote? For every second, there is a decision for which 1,000 seconds shall reverse, something like that. Like, I don't know what the deal is. Don't mind me, just chatting. We're gonna recording this in a precariously timed situation. Primarily because we are just about to perhaps stream some of the Counter-Strike. But I'll leave that discussion for the Counter-Strike community. Because we seem to be starting off perfectly fine. We're getting a bit of a buff on a unit. We're having some momentum. We're not completely skipping out on every optimal choice. These are some suboptimal choices. Can I get a match? Do I want a level now? Yes, actually I do. Weasel. I wouldn't mind selling a marmoset. Sell low. We're not gonna get level 3. Let's keep it honest with each other. We'll put you back here. You get a buff, and then you buff this guy next. We've got a rhythm going, you could say. That's worth it. These were some kind of trash tier 3 rolls, but I think what's most important is keeping the momentum going, even when momentum isn't the name of the game. You get meat bones, so now go forward and utilize that. Run that shit, you know? Utilize your superior bone. There's a sexual joke in there somewhere, but I don't know what it is, in fact. Okay, rare loss. You've got me for now, but I've got you for future. And I know that's the case. Okay, I'm gonna take a short detour and just get myself some nice buffs using a rabbit. I would freeze Zalabo given that we have a rabbit. If you're gonna give me 2 rabbits, well, who am I to say no? Giraffe for scaling. Do we love that for us or not? This is the tricky decision. Depends on if we're gonna keep a rabbit around or not. I think a second rabbit makes no sense. We're not gonna go for a level 1 the rabbit. I would rather stick a giraffe behind a weasel and just give it more guaranteed stats. Why? Just listen. I put myself in this situation, and yet I am frustrated by the outcome. Such is life, man. Such is life. You got me, kid. That's a good tactic. Okay, he's got the stats, and I'm starting to lose a little bit, but not so much that I think. Okay, buy the Salabo first. Don't hit you. Yes, perfect. Thank you. Now your job is done. Go here. Giraffe. No offense. Okay, in a world with no garlic, Beetle getting permanent garlic is actually worth something. Don't let people tell you that you can't. Okay, please buff here. Thank you so much. I need those stats. In fact, very much. Now we can swap the order next and maybe even get something out of it. I'm not sure. Sea urchin, it's approaching its limit, but it's not quite at its limit yet. I think that's the key discussion point. Because it's a fixed number, and we're going to end up in a world, and as you can see, these fellows over here, which, by the way, you can dominate like the early to mid to almost late game with a non-scaling build, but to get a first place, you need to hit the scaling build or get lucky and hope no one else got that scaling build. Look, whatever you were running with your little sniping tactic, how did you activate that multiple times? I don't know. You're not gonna give me a level, then You obviously have to go. That much seems pertinent to me. But do we run a bison? I think we should. Level on you seems absolutely exactly like what we're looking for. Swap the stuff around. Put you back here maybe, and then we can get some easy frags. How's that sound? Actually, that sounds pretty bad. Let's order things a little bit more sensibly. We've got a good team, and yet we're losing quite badly. How the hell is this guy on 11 and 19, Dad? You've got to be shitting me. This rabbit motherfucker fed him 2 food, bought him a bunch of broccoli, and gave him a croissant. Oh, you make me sick. Sick and twisted mind. You'll never see what's inside. That kind of thing, you know? We've got a little bit of rhythm going on with that. Okay, you nearly got me with the same trick. It's not gonna happen again. Meow meow 1, 2, 3. I know all about that. Okay. Show me the goods. That's the goods. 1, 2, 3, 3. Obviously, we have to sell the giraffe to make this team work. And I will do it immediately. In fact, okay, go. Go forth, my friend. We're almost at a level on this beetle, and I think that's gonna be absolute cinema. To put it in the parlance of the Twitter sphere. We put that. Is it Martin Scorsese? Is that the guy? I don't know. I'm not a movie fanatic. What my primary interests are is, well, Counter-Strike. I don't know, Super Roto Bets maybe. Anime. I can do a bit of that. The day that my mediocre Japanese speaking skills actually come in handy is going to be a revolutionary, life changing moment. What is it? What was that thing? Canon event from that Spider-Man film? By the way, that whole that premise is absolutely bullshit. Like, and it's entertaining, and I liked it when I watched it. But if you look back on that movie, right? Like, why is it like, oh, you have to let the events of a universe transpire in the way that the story was intended, otherwise blah 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 asterisk asterisk some bullshit. Like, things go crazy, everything glitches out. Like, it's thematically fitting, and yet it's just completely nonsensical. Okay, we're gonna get you leveled. Now that seems counterintuitive. Okay, can we sell something to make something even better? This seems like the exact right time to get rid of this sea urchin. No offense to it, but it probably has to go. Warthog or lionfish? Freeze you while we think. Stronger unit. Buffs make a better impact now that we have garlic perk on Beetle. Lionfish for snipes. Any teams where snipes are impactful? A few. A few. Let's do it. I don't feel good about this. Primarily because I think this team rinses us. It seems too good to be true on many levels. I'm concerned for my well-being. Yeah, I look, and of course we go up against them, right? Like that team, you've worked some magic into the temporary winning condition that you produced in that squad. Like, it ain't right. Okay, what do we level? We've been given the good grace of a lot of things here. What do we do with it? Do we level the Poodoo and hope for scaling? Do we level the Lionfish and hope for extreme damage? I think the level of the Lionfish is the most impactful for our squad. I think it had to be done. It's the only thing that moves the needle, and you know me, I'm a needle mover. We're getting a lot of interesting choices here, but none of them are pertinent to our squad. No, it's not really worth freezing that. I mean, come on, we need better, more impactful things in this life. We just got started a little bit too slow and lost too many lives early on, which we shouldn't have. That's if the run ends here, and to which I believe it may, because the monkey scaling is really powerful in short term. I need a skunk if I'm not going to run a monkey myself. That's, I think, what I'm deriving now. If someone's going to run stronger single target scaling, I can't then not run that, and also not run the counter to it. That's perhaps the second layer of this weekly, which has been unraveled throughout the day. Okay, well played and good game to you, my friends. I'm in incredible pain, but you know what? This doesn't fit within my schedule. But I'm going up against my grain. That's the I've mutilated that phrase. Going against the grain. Rubbing on my yellow leg. Going up against the grain. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask questions. I'm just. You've given me 3 bluebirds. This is the sign of victory. I will take a 4th bluebird. Don't call me crazy for it. Undead sacks me when I get reincarnated as a zombie, but I still have my reproductive organs intact. That's me for sure, for sure. What's that reincarnation anime where it starts with the person getting hit with the truck? It got really popular like 5 years ago or some shit. I don't know. I never watched it. I'm not a flavor of the month guy, except if the flavor of the month is something that I'm very interested in. Or it's a season. I can't watch very many anime that run maybe it's just me. Okay, you got me. You got me good. Okay, I mean, this is absolutely fucking insane. Just be careful about this. Like, what is this? Is actually like full house of, well, it's not full house. What is it? 5 of a kind, right? 6 of a kind, even. Like, this is actual crazy talk. The odds of this are very, very low. Not so low that it's not happened to people before. 3 of a kind I've gotten before. Now, granted, I didn't get the best thing, which would have been the exact same roll again on the first try, but on the second try, we got gifted it. So, I mean, this is just crazy talk. And we, of course, still lost 2 runs even despite this. But that's the price we pay for comedic value. You know that as well as I do. Give me a level. And shut up. Scale me? Scale me from the beginning. Back to my old philosophy. Level me, actually. Now that I think about it. Give me that. Give me this. Show me a pill. No? Okay. Well, I mean, I can't do this because next turn I'm going to combine these guys. And you know what? The Bluebird can stay now. Fuck it. The Bluebird is now a permanent member of this squad. Why did you both buff the Anteater as if the Anteater is going to stick around? Buff the Giraffe. The Giraffe has a chance of being a long-term solution. Rarest possible run, and of course we're going to lose it before it ends up actually big booba. Is that how you... Is that the lower uppercase thing that they're doing here? That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I have to give you credit where credit is due for humor, but, you know. Okay, we're safe. For the time being. Okay, just... I know. Just put a bunch of guys here. Now this makes no sense. Yes, don't worry, I understand it. Which is why I'm going to do that. Why did it make that noise? Hey, balance your stats a bit, because you're kind of low on the health portion of this entire conversation. Level 3 Bluebird early, 10-11 in stats. I'm just gonna go crazy on the stats. Just my 2 cents. We'll give you a croissant, we'll feed you a bunch of broccoli like the other guy who beat us did. And it apparently doesn't matter what the unit is. That guy had a marmoset at 19 and 30 statted, which is fucked up and delusional and should be a crime, frankly, but I don't make the rules of the game, I merely play the game, and such we should not complain about the way that people play if they are not cheating. And they were cheating, brother, they just got something that I don't. They got that je ne sais quoi. Pardon my Italian, of course. One day I'll be able to resist the urge of explaining that yes, that was a joke, I know it's not Italian. Unless it is, in which case I genuinely didn't, but, you know. But like, Goon 369. Super Auto Pets. Okay, we don't want any of this. I wouldn't mind that. That can build us towards a pivot. I spoke my truth, and I will continue to speak my truth. Just go crazy on the stats. Who's gonna stop you? How are they gonna beat me if they lose before they could beat me? That's what I'm also victim to at times. I'm on 4 life. I can't afford to be like, oh, let's build. No. We have, like... It's like if you get really comfortable using the temporary appliances you buy. Like, you know, when something breaks, right? Or if it's the first time you're buying, like, an appliance, like a microwave or probably a refrigerator. You probably want a half-decent refrigerator the first time you buy one. That's probably one of the more important things. But, like, a kettle is a good example, right? Like, if you start with a kettle or microwave that's, like, you know, the lowest tier that you could get that literally won't burn your house down, you know, because you want to go second or third to lowest. You don't want to go the very lowest, because at that point you're like gambling with your entire circumstances, and you don't want to do that necessarily, right? But you go with that one. It's nothing wrong with it, but it's nothing like you could use an upgrade at some point within the next year or two, but you just get used to it. You don't think about it, and that's where we're kind of at with this stat. We've got a half decent team. Don't get me wrong, and we're beating people, but at some point we're gonna need an upgrade, and I feel like I'm just gonna be so unready for it all. Give me that. Give me that. Okay. Stop buffing the units that I'm going to replace. That's what I would like to say. Ahem. Sorry, Weasel, not this time, not this time. Listen, now I'm just going off the rails here. Absolutely crazy mode. I don't know what the future of this team is, to be honest with you. How are we going to pivot? We can't pivot off the Bluebird. We're locked in. That's the decision we made. I'm following my path to greatness. We're statting it up. We're following the blueprint of the person who came before us, and we're hoping it constructs the correct, you know, what's it called? The good? You ever play modded Minecraft with the blueprints? I forget which mod pack it is. Oh, well, obviously it's in myriad of mod packs. I'm thinking about a mod. Immersive engineering, I believe, does have those, although I usually just build the immersive engineering multi-block structures just by myself, like by looking at it, and it usually works out. Apart from a few of the bigger ones, which are very complicated and annoying to look at, but you know the ones. If you're a real Minecraft head, modded Minecraft head, you know. Okay, good timing for the level. What do I want to do with this? I think you... if we're selling anything, we should sell you rather than sell the other guy. Okay. You're in. I need to pill you so that I don't get too attached to you. So forget this for a moment. Roll me once to find a better option. Because we have 4 gold of things frozen. So roll me once for a better option. This seems like an apt moment to run a caterpillar. But also a caterpillar means it's a wasted slot of sorts. Would we rather run that than run something else? Okay, let's run a pill this way, because those are the 2 units that are definitely going to stick around. So we'll take that. I said what I said. Worst outcome. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. We have stats beyond your wildest comprehension, and you got a bad roll there. I didn't control it, and as such, I cannot be blamed for it. Okay, this time we also have scaling, so we can't be, you know. Okay, if I rolled past a tier 1 there, I'm deeply apologetic, but don't freeze broccoli. What are you doing? You get free health from this guy now. Okay, skunk. Yes, perfect. That's exactly the kind of squad-filling guy that I needed in this team. Do we buy anything else? What are we feeling here? Am I putting anything anywhere else? I can't roll for anything anyway. There's no point in doing that, so I may as well just stack up a little bit. Alright, the Bluebird is technically a scaler, you know, so at the end of the day, we're not losing out on something so drastic that it makes it not worthwhile to have such a strong unit at the front. We still have an active effect from this unit. One of the very few units from here that could actually end up having that kind of thing in the future. Like, the only 2 is a Bluebird and a Beetle. Maybe if you're really stupid about it, a Ferret can have a Waffle repurchase multiple tennis balls. That's actually, like, the most... Like, you couldn't construct a situation where that plays optimal unless you have 3 gold spare and no reason to do better. You're looking for a turkey. I've been there myself. Hope you get it before you lose, brother, because sometimes it just doesn't pan out that way. Okay. You're gonna go and you're gonna join me. That's just how the world works. 3 scalers, huh? We're making the moves. Pray I don't make any more moves. Okay, we're gonna put you there, and then next turn we'll level you. I know what you're thinking. I don't, to be honest, but... We've reached the optimal build. This is the actual perfect way to go about the weekly. I was wrong to think there was any other way than earliest giraffe possible. I was naive and a fool. There is no other path. Every other alternative is an illusion, a distraction, and wins by coincidence unless you are faced with the early giraffe. That's just, I'm speaking my truth and my reality. Sorry. Truth hurts. You know, as Ben Feingold says, truth hurts. You know, speaking of chess, Magnus Carlsen not doing the World Championship thing? Is that based or unbased? I don't know what the standard is. Okay. None of these really seem to inspire me. I could run a vulture at the back if I wanted to. You could dance if you want to. You could leave your friends behind. Whatever that song goes. I'm not part of that generation necessarily, but yo, you know, killing you is actually a good idea. Okay, give me a good unit. That's not really a good unit, but I'll buy this just for the time being. Fine. Ah, yes, please buff the temporary unit. Both targets of random buffs buff the temporary unit. That's very cool. Yes. I mean, listen, it doesn't matter. We're gonna win this lobby anyway. No one has a chance of beating me. I have the win condition, the counter to the win condition. That's like, I have the strat and the anti-strat both at the same time. How could you possibly hope to beat me? Only if you got there first, and no one got there first. I got there first. I one-shot you, skill issue. You don't even get past my blue belt. Goodbye. You did not get what you asked for in your rolls. I lost my first 2 rounds, and those were the only 2 rounds I ever lost. You already know the vibes. Okay. Get out before I forget. It's fine. I may as well. That's the end of the sentence. I may as well. Okay, we'll buy him carrot, I guess. Put it on you. We're just going crazy with the stats, honestly. We're getting 2 level 2 Mies, you know. Musai, etc. You could not beat this squad. It's not a question of like, oh, I hope I get close. You don't have it in you. I'm deeply apologetic. But that's just the truth. Isn't it crazy that the moose basically has like a, I guess it's technically more scaling than any other tier 5 scaler. Like, it's more per unit than a poodle, because it gives 3 and this gives 2 in aggregate. But at the same time, it's not really all that. Like, it obviously has gaping holes of like only health, no attack, but is that a weakness or a strength in disguise? I don't know. Why am I buying that? There's no need. Honestly, just run me this, and then that's a permanent squad. Let's not go crazy about it. I mean, you have no target apart from the blue bear. That's the monkey disadvantage, is that long term, you can't rely on putting it at the very front. Because then what happens, you know, bad things. It's just micro inefficiency. So it's not that bad, to be honest with you. This is probably a much longer run than I anticipated initially, but to be fair, I still don't think I've missed anything yet. We're about to win anyway, so it's not a problem. We eliminate everyone we come across. Brother, this is the last turn. You and I both know it. Let's just make this easier for each other. There's no point in me doing this anyway, but I'll do it for the culture, you know. We're doing the dance, the scaly dance. So it does target different units if the order is different. What the hell? That was very close. I'll give you a lot of credit. But you could not beat me. And you would not have beaten me in the future. We're still at the top 1%. You know that's the vibes. Anyway, it's been back for the video. If you did enjoy the video, what the fuck should you do? Subscribe and comment, I guess. And yeah, enjoy, to be honest. I almost quit here instead of... That would have been funny. That's my usual routine, so leaked, I guess. Enjoy.